But we're finally getting moisture we so badly needed here, right, Cedric?
Oh, yes, and this is great news here, both in the form of rain and snow. We've had some decent rain totals and snow totals coming down, but of course it's coming with the price of much colder temperatures as well. Yeah, these numbers today are about 15 to 35 degrees colder than yesterday at this time, and yesterday it was starting to cool down. So we've definitely been in the thick of some chilly weather out there today, but not too bad. Everybody's kind of mainly at or above freezing from our main reporting sites, but you can see 45 degrees currently in Logan, 47 in Salt Lake City, but down to 33 already in Cedar City, 39 in Milford. It's 55 in St. George, the warm spot, 59 right now in Green River, and it's 30 degrees currently in Evanston. I've been keeping an eye on some of the roadways out there up in the higher elevations with all this kind of snow showery activity. Most of this activity is kind of winding down, but we're still seeing some activity, especially around Little Cottonwood Canyon here as you get towards the Seven Turns area. We just had a snowplow move through here, so that actually helped to kind of clear off parts of the roadway there, but we're still seeing some slush that continues to develop on the roadways because there's still a little snow shower activity coming down. So as you look at 411 radar, you can see the widespread snow pushing up into Wyoming, but we still have some scattered activity still left over here. A few light snow showers showing up around Cedar City, so still some flakes probably coming down there. Also near Milford as well and over towards the Penguins area. And then up along the Wasatch Back, we're seeing a few of those snow showers, as I mentioned there, showing up there around some of the canyons. And as you get over towards some of the places like Park City and up towards the north there around the northern Wasatch Mountains as well. Now, tonight we're going to be watching for the potential of a little lake effect snow to get going in some parts of the area here. And here's the setup. Of course, we've got the very warm water temperatures that are taking place, and we're going to have some of that cold air that's going to be moving over those warm waters tonight. And as it does so, the temperatures are going to allow for that warm air to actually lift that moisture off of the lake, and that creates the clouds, and those clouds get heavy enough to produce precipitation. And then as the winds blow downstream from there over land, that's where that precipitation falls to the ground in the form of some potential snow showers. So we call that lake effect. And again, the areas downwind for that will be possible, again, especially as you get towards the West Salt Lake Valley. And we may be able to even get portions of Utah Lake involved into that. And that could lead to maybe a few of those flakes flying in the valley areas down towards Spanish Fork and the Provo area. So that's something to watch. I don't think it's going to amount to much, but it's just, again, something that could say, hey, we could get some flakes down to the valley floors later tonight into early tomorrow morning. As the main system pulls away and high pressure builds in, we'll have that brief shot, and then tomorrow high pressure builds in, and then that'll shut down any chance of precipitation for us, at least until Thursday. Now, we're watching a front Thursday morning. It's going to kind of clip the northern half of the state. So as you're up northern Cache Valley, you could see a sprinkle or a snow flurry during the day, but the rest of us will stay dry, and I think most of the day on Halloween will be dry and warmer with 60s down towards the south and 50s across the northern half of the state. So we'll get that first front coming through primarily dry with most of that moisture to the north, but notice we've got another system that we're going to be watching as we get towards Friday. That system is going to make its way down towards the south with another front and could set the stage Saturday heading into Sunday for a scenario that we just saw, where we can see some rain transitioning to snow, especially in the higher elevations as we get towards the upcoming weekend. Now, there's still a lot of questions as the data continues to kind of centralize around one solution with that system, but we're going to be watching that system for you closely, and we'll have updates for the weekend. But here's the good news. As we go between now and Halloween, it does look to warm up and dry out for most of us after tomorrow morning. Looking pretty good with those 60s, though, coming up as we get towards the end of the week along St. George, and then the Wasatch Front, 40s, 50s, and then we'll keep an eye on the weekend for some potential mischief. But between now and then, Halloween looking pretty good.
Mischief.
Yeah, a little wintry mischief. You got to watch that stuff. That's sneaky.
You got to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.